Hey folks, this is Vincent Ottilie with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and welcome to episode 5 of the DGA podcast. I am your host, Vince. With me is...
Idly!
Woo! Idly! Alright, so episode 5, I didn't think I'd make it this far. I know, I thought that I'd get tired of it after a few episodes, but I'm actually quite energized. I want to keep doing them because I'm actually enjoying them. There is a lot of work involved in putting them together, no doubt, but at the same time, I'm enjoying it. So I'll just keep doing it for as long as I'm enjoying it. And hopefully you guys are enjoying it too. So, like last week, we're going to do a top 5. This week's top 5 is top 5 tower defense games. This one was a hard one for me because there are a gazillion tower defense games out there. I started playing tower defense games when I was younger. It was, I think, Defense Grid 1, I think, was one of the first tower defense games I played. There were a couple of Flash games I played. I think Creeper World 1, and there was like Desktop Defense, which was like this Flash on a desk, put stuff down, and it was like office themed tower defense. So yeah, I started with those, and then as I discovered more and more and more, it was just like, wow, Soul Survivor, that's cool. Oh wait, yeah. So there was a lot of different tower defense games. You, on the other hand, Idly, like as soon as I mentioned the topic, you were like, bam, I got my 5.
Yeah, it was easy for me. There are so many, but there's so many bad ones, and there's only just a few, I think, good ones. So, yeah.
I don't know how you do that. Like, I was constantly going, I got my top 5, and then I go, oh, wait, this game, I completely forgot about it. I need to add it here. I got my 5. Oh, wait, there's another game I didn't remember, so I'm going to add it to my list. You know, so I just kept re-editing my list because of games that I was discovering. So, yeah. But you've got a great memory to begin with.
I think they're just the ones that I played the most.
Okay.
You know? So
that makes sense. I'm a big fan of tower defense games, so it was hard for me to really fine-tune 5 of them as my favorite, you know? Is the tower defense genre a favorite of yours, or is it just like one of those meh, okay, I'll play it?
Okay. Tower defense is usually not my forte, but I do like it. I know. When I was younger, I hated tower defense games. But then you introduced me to all these different types of
Oh, so it was me that did it.
Yeah, because I never knew that it could be so I never knew that it could be so variable, I guess. Is that the right word?
Right. When you think tower defense game, you think aliens or monsters going from point A to point B. And then you're putting towers along a path in between. That's typical tower defense. Yeah. But then there are games that break that general rule and, oh, I can now put towers anywhere. Oh, wait, I can spawn actual people to help my towers. Oh, wait, I can actually control a person and spawn towers and shoot the monsters as they're... So it's like other things came about that redefined tower defense, at least the basic premise of it.
When I first heard of a first person tower defense, I fell in love. Like, that was probably one of my favorites. And then more of them came out, and I was like, man, this is pretty cool, but it kind of lost that charm a little bit. But I love a good tower defense game, and it's kind of rare to see that nowadays. Okay.
I approve. Top 5 tower defense games. I guess I'll start with my number 5. My number 5 was Infested Planet. I may have covered this already in a previous podcast. Infested Planet, you take control of... It's a top-down RTS, where you take control of a small squad of people. You can turn these machine gunner, or these basic riflemen into machine gunners, shotgunmen, snipers. You can change their class to different types. You can also put down towers, like there's turrets, there's mortar turrets, but it's like a base defense on top of tower defense. And these aliens they will continuously swarm the bases that you control. And not only that, the more bases that you control, the tougher they get. They will mutate into other things. So they start off as basic squishy bugs to start with, but let's say you take a base. Oh, now they've gained armor. So now your regular riflemen are going to have a tougher time taking them down. So you need to create defenses or upgrade your riflemen into a class that can handle that. Oh, now they've morphed into this teleporting alien where they can automatically teleport over here, or maybe they've morphed into... There's a special kind of alien that morphs that mimics your own team and will shoot you, as you could them. So this tower defense mechanic is extremely attractive to me. It's real time. It's tower defense in the sense that you're building turrets and you're improving your team by spending research points that you're collecting, and at the same time, these aliens are getting stronger in different ways. So it's not a static point A to point B. Put towers in between. This is a map that you have to explore, that you have to figure out, I want to take this base first, because these choke points are better for me. I need to take that base next. Okay, these aliens just morph into this, now I need to create men that can combat that, and so on. So, I think that this game deserves a spot on this list because of that reason. Have you played this one?
I have not, actually.
Infested Planet, really? Interesting. Mm-hmm. Would you be interested in playing it, or does it not look interesting to you?
I don't know.
Okay. She's looking it up. I guess she's looking it up on Steam.
I am looking it up right now.
You don't have to, I'm not going to put you on the spot. It's...
I think I've seen you cover this before.
I have covered it before.
I think I would rather watch this.
Really?
It looks too complicated. It looks overwhelming to me.
Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, it's overwhelming in the sense that you do have, again, you're upgrading your men. You're also putting down various... you can also put down buildings, which give you passive benefits. Like, one building allows you to call in a chopper every so often and wipe out a spot on the map. Another building gives your people more survivability, like shields. Another building, I don't remember them all, but they give you some kind of passive benefit, and you only have so many points that you can assign to these various defenses and buildings and men upgrades. So you have to pick and choose where you're gonna throw these points, and you can freely refund them and then pick something else. Okay. It's just you have to figure out the right combination of things to get past the current problem.
I see.
So
this almost, looking at the screenshots, it almost looks like They Are Billions, but I'm not sure.
It's kind of similar to that, but They Are Billions is more town building. This is more capture a point, hold it, and then deal with the changing threat, and then try and capture the next one.
I see.
It's a bit more take and move strategically.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was my number 5. What was your number 5? Oh, I forgot! How could I forget the sound effect? I'm not going to redo this, so I'm just going to do... There we go, that was number 5.
Wait, one more time? You have to do that 5 times, because it's number 5. Oh, God, I was just kidding.
There we go. Number 5. That was our top 5 sound... There we go. Number 5 sound effect. What was your number 5?
My number 5 was Last Hope, Tower Defense.
Last Hope, Tower Defense. I've played this once or twice. Tell me about it.
It's pretty fun. It has, it's like a regular kind of tower defense, except it's more, it has a story to it. Mm-hmm. And it has, levels, so you can earn stars. But my favorite thing about that game is the progression. You can actually purchase all sorts of things to make yourself and your buildings really strong and overpowered, and there's so many characters that you can actually have in your party. Mm-hmm. And you can upgrade them, you can equip them. It has such an RPG aspect to it, and I thought that was really cool. It's pretty grindy, but I don't mind the grind. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those tower defense games that just sucks you in, and you can play for like all day. It's
Gotcha.
crazy.
Now, this looks like Native American themed. Does it start does it start Native American and then it progresses into like modern age or something?
Kind of.
I forget
Yeah.
how it works.
I mean, I don't know why it's like a Native American story, but then it kind of makes a turn, and it's just like that little story was just means that you recruited someone who is Native American.
Okay. Okay.
And then it just goes to like a whole different topic. It's pretty funny.
Interesting. All right.
Into a whole different biome, like a haunted biome, a
Mm-hmm.
ghostly one, and then a futuristic one. So it was just to introduce a character.
I see. All right. Well, I've played this, and I do remember that there was an extensive upgrade system in play. I also remember playing the same level like 8 times, 10 times, over and over and over again, so I can grind out experience to level up and assign more skill points. So, like you said, it is grindy. That's probably why I haven't played it as much as I wanted to, just because I didn't have time to grind out that much. I mean, it was cool. I like the upgrade system. It's just there was a lot of, like you said, grinding involved.
It's really cool because there's different types of levels too. Once you unlock the arena, it's actually much easier to earn XP. You still have to grind it a little bit, but it's much faster than doing the regular levels.
Is the arena like you
It's
control
like endless
one
mode.
character? Oh, so is it when I think arena, I think a pit that people fight in.
Yes. Yes. They have a bunch of different levels of pits. So, like if you choose to do one level, like on the left side of the map, it
Okay.
is a pit, and I think it's like 10 or 12 waves, and just like enemies will come towards you. And
Do you
then
put
there's
down towers too in this
yes.
arena? Okay. All right.
Yes, you put down towers in specified places, whatever tower you want, and you can take your characters and like, demolish things. And then on the right side of the map, or on the south side, I forget where, but there is an endless pit. So you can gain XP and just farm like crazy that way.
Okay.
It's pretty fun.
Nice. All right. Well, I mean, it's a good game. I won't deny it. It's not on my list.
Yeah.
But,
because of the grindiness, I'm sure.
Well, I don't mind grindiness if it's a fun grindiness. Again, this wears out its welcome after a while because you have to continuously grind over and over and over. And I don't want to keep playing the same level over and over again unless it's super fun. It's okay. It's just like the graphics are kind of eh.
Oh, really? Oh, I love the graphics. I think they're so charming.
Again, this goes back to figuring out what you like and what you don't like, between you not liking like Terraria style of graphics, and this looks kind of cartoony. This looks like mobily, this looks like a mobile game of some kind. You know what I mean? It probably is.
I think it is. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's smooth though. Like I like it. It's pretty smooth. You can earn everything. There's no microtransactions.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Okay.
And it's so much fun. I like it.
Good. Well, that's fair enough. I'm not going to say you're wrong. Opinions aren't wrong, except when they are.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, let's see your number 4, huh?
All right, well, I have to come up with a sound effect for this, and I'm going to use...
Go for it, red. Go for it, black. Go for it. Off my back. Get it, fork.
I'm tempted to leave this as my number 4 permanently.
Wow.
But, that might get tiring after a while.
You might as well just put, like, every single number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 as a commercial,
If I could find one...
that double mint flavor could be, like, number 2 or something.
Sure, we'll go with that.
What's your number 4? What in the world?
Number 4. Okay, my number 4...
Random scream.
Random scream. I do that on a regular basis. Orcs Must Die 2. So there's Orcs Must Die, and then there's Orcs Must Die 2. Orcs Must Die 2, I think, is just the better game compared to them. I think there's also an Orcs Must Die Unchained. I think that was like an online free-to-play game or something, which I never got into. But Orcs Must Die 2, the reason... Now, this is an example of a game that has static aliens or monsters, point A to point B, put towers in between. But what's cool about Orcs Must Die is that it lets you control a person, and you can actually shoot the monsters in addition to putting things down. Now, this game is very fluid in the way it plays. It's like there's no skipping, the cartoon and the graphics are great, the sound effects are great. Orcs Must Die 2 also has a cooperative mode to where a second person can come in. There's 2 characters. There's this guy with a shotgun, and then there's this mage lady. But what's cool about this game is that you earn these skulls, and then you spend these skulls in a skill tree to unlock different traps, different weapons. You can even unlock upgrades for all of these things, and even cosmetics. So you may be replaying levels constantly to get more skulls, but I think that the gameplay is fun enough to where I would continuously do that, and I have done that. I think I've gotten pretty far in this game. So yeah, any thoughts on Orcs Must Die 2?
Yeah, I love that game. That game is amazing, and I've never played any of the other Orcs Must Dies.
Okay.
So, yeah, I can't really say anything without spoiling something.
I see. Okay. Well, and this will be a very short entry. I'll just simply say that this game isn't the first game in the genre to have a third-person, first-person take control of a character while you do things. I'll just simply say that. But I will say that it's very fluid. It's fun to play. It's very satisfying, the gunplay in this, and the traps are really cool. Like, you can put some on the walls, you can put some on the ground. There are traps that I think like earn you passive bonuses, and like there's a health thing on the wall you can put down that'll heal your character. Teleporting traps. I just wish that I wish the game wasn't so stingy with the money that you earned, because I want to put down all sorts of different things, and not only that, you have to pick and choose. I can only bring 6 of these traps with me into this level, so now I have to, like, out of all the things that I've unlocked in this game, now I can only choose 6 of them. Yeah. Including the weapons that you've unlocked, too. So it might be 2 weapons and 4 traps. And I wanted an Orcs Must Die 2 mode where I had, like, 10 or 15, things that I could bring with me. That way I can try things out and have fun. The only thing I don't like about this game is that it's too limiting in that sense. You unlock all these cool things, and then the game makes you choose only 6 of them, including weapons that you fire yourself. So, I don't know. That's my single complaint about Orcs Must Die 2. But I know you can't really comment further because of things.
Yeah, but I will later.
Okay, I understand. All right. What was your number 4?
Get off my bed!
My number 4 was Gemcraft.
Gemcraft. What is Gemcraft? I don't know anything about Gemcraft. Please tell me about Gemcraft.
Gemcraft is when you can craft gems and make really powerful towers. And it's a very difficult game.
It is difficult. I totally agree.
There was a sequel to it, wasn't it? Called Frozen something.
There's a ton of there's actually the game that you mentioned is not the first game in the series.
Oh, okay.
There are plenty of Gemcrafts that came before what was the name of the one that you listed?
Chasing Shadows.
Chasing Shadows. Chasing Shadows isn't the first one in the series.
I never knew that.
You're thinking of like the Frost Unwrath or Wrath on Frost something. Frost and Wrath something. That was the one that was recently released. But there's been plenty of Flash game Gemcrafts out on, say, I don't know, Congregate or something. That there's a lot of Gemcrafts. So there is an entire theory craft to this game. All these different people have come onto these forums and have been calculating. The math behind this game is unreal, because you can upgrade gems to make them more powerful. You can combine gems to make them more powerful. And some people will argue that, oh, well, if you take a level 1 gem and a level 2 gem and upgrade them, that is more efficient than taking a level 2 and upgrading it to level 3. Or this combination of gen upgrades is more efficient than this because of the 0.05% different. Like, it's ridiculous the amount of math involved with this game, because you can do various things. how often have you played this game? Is it?
I played this game quite a bit. Gemcraft Chasing Shadows, not the Frostborn. I played, I think, like 20 minutes of it, and I was like, this is. It was almost too much like Chasing Shadows, in the sense that I thought I was playing the same game. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna play Chasing Shadows because that's what I'm used to and that's what I'm farther in. And I like the game. Even though it's very difficult, just finding combos is really fun. There's a puzzly aspect to it, and you can actually build walls to make levels longer. Like you can have your enemies just go around and around. And I love the map. The map is amazing. I love that things unlock as you get to certain places. I don't know. I think, and it's creepy. It has that creepy aspect to it. And, you know, I'm a fan of like horror games. And
there's a lot I wanted to, I mean, there's a lot to this game. You're right. First and foremost, I mean, the graphics are terrible. Like, I mean, it's a top-down, very simple look, but this is one of those games where you can't judge a book by its cover, because you've got this semi-crappy looking game, but you've got all of this content underneath of it that is gold. For one, in Chasing Shadows, there's like different ways to upgrade. Like there's a skill tree that you can put points into, and you can upgrade various aspects of your towers and your gems and powers and different things like that. I think you earn, it's like Tetris pieces or something like that. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one, but I think you can, like, there's a separate section to where you can modify your upgrades in various ways.
There's certain things on the map that will ask for a certain shape, and if you put it in,
that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
You get like a skill set, and it's pretty cool in that aspect. There's like little buildings you can actually aim and destroy to give you even more what is it, XP or something like that. And there's so much in that game that can make you really strong. Like, and the strong is, you can get an infinite amount of strongness, and so can the enemies. So if you're doing like 1 point some E damage, E is like infinite, your enemies will also do that type of damage because you're obviously in that battle super long.
Right.
So yeah.
You mean like there's an endless mode that you can play? It's last as long as you can. There's mana, and the more mana you have, the faster you earn it. And the more mana you have, it actually, like, if you reach tiers of mana that you've banked, then your towers actually become better. Your mana towers, or your gem towers, become better and stronger. You can put traps down, and the traps, you can socket the traps with gems, but instead of them they actually do less damage, but the special effect is amplified. So if a frost gem did 5 damage, I'm just railing out a number, and slowed an enemy by 5%, the trap, if you socket it into a trap, it might do 2 damage as opposed to 5 damage, but it might freeze an enemy like 10% chance to freeze instead of 5%. Now that's just arbitrary numbers, but I'm just saying, like, the traps will amplify the special effect of the gem but reduce its damage. So it's like you said, it's a puzzle. You have to try and figure out what gems to place where, and the only thing I don't like about this game is that, at least with the latest version that I've played, it seems like the game favors that you put 2 gems down and simply upgrade those to its fullest. Instead of putting 15 to 20 gems down, different tower types down, it's like, put 2 gems down and just continuously upgrade them, make them super powerful, and that's how you beat the level. At least for the first part of the game. And I don't like that. I don't like, I wish there would, I don't like the initial puzzly, difficult aspect of the game. I wanted more freedom to do what I wanted with that game, in my opinion. Like, I want to try tackling levels from different angles, but it seems like in the Gemcraft games, if you don't build a certain way from level to level, you can't get through it. Unless you level up enough and grind enough to become powerful enough to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. But I think it's a really good game. I like that one.
It's like a Dark Souls tower defense.
Yeah, Dark Souls. That's a good way to put it.
Very difficult.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it does. It does make me do that on occasion.
Yes.
So, number 3. Again, I did not prepare any sound effects for this, so we'll just go with, Yoda. That's fine. Number 3.
Wow. Because it sounds exactly like number 3.
It does. Yoda 3. Yoda, see? So, number 3, my number 3,
Okay.
was They Are Billions. We kind of touched on this a little bit earlier.
A little bit.
They Are Billions is a town/city builder where zombies will be attacking your base every so often, and then there's one big final wave at the very end of the match. And in the meantime, you have to build your town in such a way to where you're earning enough money and to keep up with your technology, to unlock and research new troop types, and then that way you can survive that last final push. There's also an exploration element to this where you've got to send people out and explore the map, but the further out you go, the harder the enemies get and the more special infected types you see. So, and this is a tough game because if only one zombie gets through and destroys a house, that house gets destroyed, but then two more zombies spawn. So, like, the more buildings that get destroyed, the more enemies that spawn, and it could snowball into this, oh, my base is dead within seconds because of this one guy that got through. And that has led to so many rage quit moments with me because, you know, it's that tough. So, like, it's... You can't let your guard down for a minute with this game. Not unless you've got everything walled off well. Did you like They Are Billions?
I played it for a bit. It was okay. It was pretty difficult, and like I wasn't too big on the graphics, only because like everything was so tiny.
Yeah,
and it was hard on my eyes.
It's like playing StarCraft. It's like, you know, looking at the buildings from above. You know, like it's hard. Yeah.
But StarCraft is more of an RTS, isn't it?
It is. So is this. It's real time. Yeah. You can select and control units and move them around the map. So there is like a StarCraft, you know, point and click element to this. It's just there's a lot more base building and town building in this than say your average RTS game.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. It was okay. You know, some people are allowed to have their own opinions, even if their opinion is wrong. Didn't you say that?
I'm gonna say incorrect. You're wrong.
Shut up, Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley.
I was prepping it. You can't be walking over my soundboard like that.
Oh.
Shut up, Wesley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-huh. So.
It was okay. It was fine. You're allowed to have your own opinions.
Shut up, Wesley.
Affirmative.
I am allowed to have my own opinions. It's verified. It is correct.
Wait, you have a verified sound effect?
Yes, verified.
All right, I'm done.
Let's rock and roll.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Don't ask me how many other Star Trek sound effects I have.
Okay.
Do not hug me.
Yeah, do not hug me. Anyway, so yeah, that was my number 3. I don't know what else to say about They Are Billions. It's tough, but there's a lot of modes. You can set the difficulty a number of different ways, and I love the town building aspect to it. And for a tower defense game, it's not typical point A to point B. It's defend a base, and you have to keep expanding, getting resource. There's resource management, troop management, income, economy, all that stuff. Technology that you research. Yeah, I wholeheartedly recommend this one. There's also a campaign mode now. So if you don't like the sandbox aspect, there's a campaign.
Oh, see, now I might have to give it another try.
In the campaign, you pick and choose things to upgrade as you go. So you get new units as you like in StarCraft. You know, you start with like Marines, and then you work your way up.
Interesting. So you cannot rebind those upgrades. So if you kind of choose a building, and if it didn't work for you, you're kind of screwed with that.
I don't know specifically, but I do know that I've only played the campaign once or twice.
Okay.
Like a couple of levels here and there, but Yeah, I don't know if you can rebind or respec. Yeah.
Cool.
What was your number 3?
It was Sanctum.
Sanctum! That is a pretty
Sanctums.
awesome game. Both Sanctums? Really?
Yes. Yeah, I liked them both. I can't really choose because they're kind of very similar.
I would choose 1 over 2, personally.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
2 is nicer looking, but 2 is also a lot more difficult and unfair. It's not very balanced. Sanctum 1, I think, has, I don't know, it's smoother. You can put more turrets down, whereas in Sanctum 2, you're a bit more limited on how many things you can put down on a map at once.
Okay.
Sanctum 1, there's more things. There's all the things.
I will
know.
say Sanctum 2 definitely looks nicer. I'm not too fond of the UI for Sanctum 2. It's weird. I don't know. I can't even explain it. It's just weird. The map is okay. I definitely prefer Sanctum 1's map, but I like both. Like, just the whole general placing towers in a first-person view and then shooting up aliens if they get too close. I think it's like the robotic futuristic theme is really cool. The weapons are amazing. The towers are pretty cool. I think the weapons, don't they favor weapons over the towers though?
I think it's both. You can go either way with it. You can spend your money to upgrade either your weapons that you're holding, or you can upgrade the towers themselves. It depends on personal preference. I mean, you can be this huge, bad, you-know-what, and upgrade your weapons and knock things out quickly yourself, or you can focus on your towers and have them take things down that way. The downside is if you focus on your towers and there's an enemy that flies over them, or they get by them somehow, you're too weak to actually do anything about it because you never upgraded any of your own weapons. Yeah. Whereas if you focus on your own guns, and things overwhelm you, like you just possibly can't be in 6 places at once, your towers aren't going to be able to take up the slack because they're too weak to do anything. So it's like you got to pick and choose. Where do I upgrade? What towers do I go for? There's a bit of strategy there.
There's definitely, a balance thing. You have to, try to...
Or play multiplayer and have one person be the weapons guy and you be the tower guy, or...
Exactly.
Girl.
That's
as
why
may the case
I love
may be.
Sanctum.
Yeah, the cooperative is a lot of fun in that.
I could just have people hey guys, you want to form a party, and just sit back, sucking my thumb, just scared out of my wits
while you hide in the corner.
Yes.
I don't know. I also like the fact that there's no fixed placement. You can put walls anywhere. You can build. It just gives you a blank canvas, and you just put the towers down any which way you want to. Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't put that stupid sound effect when I said sucking my thumb. I was expecting it. That
one?
The dog drinking from the bowl, or the baby crying. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh
that was the baby.
That
I'm
is
sorry.
The
baby ate too many beans, I think.
And on that note, what is your number 3?
We already did number 3.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so
what was yours? I forgot.
Mine was They Are Billions. Wow, that took a lot out of you.
That's not number 3. That's like number billions. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with a negative on that one.
Shut up, Wesley.
Oh my gosh. We need a sound pad guy.
To do what? You're saying I'm not doing a good enough job? Is that what you're saying?
No, not at all. Oh my gosh. I'm saying someone who can do
all crew for battle
Oh
stations.
my god. I'm so
Red alert! Shields up, go to red alert.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I wasn't trying to insult your amazing multitaskness.
Do not hug me.
Sir, come here, I'm
I
sorry.
protest. I am not a merry man.
Oh, dang.
See, they are insane.
All right, listeners.
Number 2.
He could do this all day.
I could do this all day. Don't test me.
Number 2. Number 2. Is that the sound effect?
Sure, number 2.
Oh my god.
Number 2.
That's like your favorite one.
You wanted Star Trek sound effects. I heard you say it.
I never said this.
Mm-hmm. Number 2. What was my number 2? My number 2 was a Dungeon Defenders 1. Specifically.
Oh, that's my number 2.
It just so happens to be yours, so that's cool. So let's talk a little bit about that. What do you like about Dungeon Defenders 1?
Oh, I love that one. I liked both 1 and 2, but I liked 1 more. When number 2 came out, it was a buddy of mine who got it for $60 for everyone. We all had like a party, like a group, and we all played games together, and he actually got us Dungeon Defenders 2. And then after a while, I think it was like 2 or 3 days later, it became free to play.
Ooh, nasty. Yeah. Did you get to keep any premium stuff, though? I mean, like, sometimes when they do that, they give you premium stuff.
Yes, we definitely got to keep our, I forget what it had. It had, like, pets or something. Limited edition. Yeah, limited edition clothing and stuff like that. But it was all, like, cosmetics.
So...
yeah, so that was a bit unfortunate. I don't think I played it again after that. Dungeon Defenders 1, though. I really liked Dungeon Defenders 1.
I like it when she tries to ignore the sound effect and just keeps talking. Like, she's fed up with it. She's done.
I'm trying to, like, I can't form words as properly as you can, so I'm trying to, like,
You're fired.
Charisma. You know what? I like Dungeon Defenders 1. It was a great game. I like that it's a first-person view, and you try. I mean, no, it's not first-person.
It is first and third person. You can switch.
Okay.
I think, you can switch between different views.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just like Sanctum in that way. The graphics are adorable. I love them.
Very colorful.
Yeah, and I like the inventory management. Kind of. I think there's so much loot and crap that you can take, and I like the pets. I don't remember pets being there in Dungeon Defenders 2. Don't remember. But
I'm sure there were, if there were in 1, unless they really took a step back and just didn't include them. But
I think there was something else, like necklaces or cores or something. I don't remember, to be honest.
Okay.
But
I like the different classes personally. Like, I like there's a wizard class that you can put. Each one has different towers. The wizard can put down various element towers, like fireball towers, mana towers, and so on. The squire can put down more medieval stuff, like the crossbow, like a ballista looking thing. Spike, there's a round spike tower, barriers. Then the huntress can put down traps. Enemies walk over that, things explode or they catch fire, what have you. And the druid is like they can put down auras, which are circular balls of energy. Like
you memorized all these classes.
I have hundreds of hours in Dungeon Defenders. And as you level up your particular character, you become more and more and more powerful, and you can throw points either into your own towers or to your own character's attack ability. Each one has different skills that they can use. The only thing I don't like about it is that the game, if too many mana crystals drop, which are your currency, they will just disappear. So, like, the game can only handle so many currency crystals that the enemies drop, and then they disappear for good, and you don't get them. So you kind of have to run around constantly picking them up before they despawn. I don't like that.
Why did the TV just come on?
I don't know, but it wants you to watch them. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. It's fine. You don't need to hide it. It's okay.
I'm trying to hide it with my bun.
With your bun. You need a bigger bun if you're going to do that.
Yeah, really?
Mm-hmm. You need, like, the Marge Simpson... Homie! That's Kermit the Frog, but okay.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, so yeah, I Dungeon Defenders 1, I didn't like Dungeon Defenders 2. Like, something felt off with it. Like, the gameplay didn't feel right. And then there was also Unchained, which was really released recently. It was a remake of 1. I have not played it, but, like, if you're going to remake a game, it seemed like there was less content in it than in 1. So why would I buy a remake of a game that has less content in it? Doesn't make any sense. I would rather just play 1.
The only thing I hated about 1 is that there's certain maps that you can't even have. You have to purchase them.
Yeah, there's a lot of DLC for Dungeon Defenders.
Yeah. I just, if it's DLC, just don't tease me with it. Like, I mean, that's how they get you, but still, like, there's maps
Characters
there that
too.
you can't
There's
play.
the Necromancer class where you can actually
that's
spawn
great.
creatures from the dead. There's a robot. I think it's like EV. She can put down like there are two poles and then there's electricity between them and it's like a trap kind of thing. They walk through it. The barbarian can dual wield weapons. They can't put down traps, but they can dual wield weapons and like just be a powerhouse. That's kind of cool.
You have all the characters, don't you?
I do. I was big Dungeon Defenders game player.
Cool.
Loved
All
it.
right.
I for hours just loved it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I one of the best tower defense games out there, easily.
Yep. I agree. It's a fabulous game. I love it.
All right. So that was number 2 for both of us, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So I guess number 1, we'll go with.
When 900 years old you reach, look as good you are not.
There we go, Yoda.
Okay.
You like that one?
Yes. What was your number 1?
Wow, that was. She loved it, folks. I can clearly tell she loved it. Number 1. My number 1 was Creeper World 3.
Ah.
Now, I will say that I enjoyed all of the games in the Creeper World series, but 3 has the most content in it. It has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of maps. And there's so many different modes to play in. It's top-down. It doesn't look like... Creeper World 4 is in development right now, and it's 3D. That looks fantastic. Creeper World 3, in comparison, looks crappier. But at the same time, like, for its day, Creeper World 3 had so much content, and it was so much fun. Still is. In this game, you're putting down these energy collectors around the map. And the enemy in this game is not a set of monsters. It's just this blue creep that keeps spawning on the map and is coming towards you like a wave. And it will layer up and up and up. And depending on the level, you have to either build defenses for it or use walls, whatever. But you can build various weapons, like mortar turrets, laser turrets. There's airplanes that you can build. There's goo launchers that will slow down the creep and prevent them from entering that area. There's shields. There's super weapons. There's research in this game. So, like, I love the idea of a one blob. It's like a huge blob coming at you. It's not this enemy type. This enemy type. This enemy. It's one gigantic blob that gets more and more and more powerful as the game progresses, and you have to keep up with it by expanding and cutting it off in different places, taking key parts of the map, using the terrain to your advantage. Have you played Creeper World 3 at all?
I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
You think?
I don't remember exactly which one I played, but I know I played one of the Creeper Worlds, and I played it for a really long time, and I loved it. It's actually in my honorable mentions.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
And
that is a definite...
I think it was 3. It was the one that had, like, planets that you can, like, choose.
Yep, Creeper World 3. There's hundreds of those planets that you can choose between. And there's different modes, too. Like, and there's 100 planets plus in this mode, 100 planets plus in this mode. There's so much content. User-made maps that you can download and play, so almost infinite. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's awesome. Like, I love the game. It's fun. It has that anxiety-inducing, like, oh my gosh, this thing is getting closer. It's destroying my towers. What am I supposed to do? It's pretty funny. Mm-hmm. I like it.
I love the uphill battle associated with it. Mm-hmm. And when you can't, your energy collectors are your source of income. So in order for you to get more, you have to expand out.
Yes.
If you can't, there's like little power stations you can put down. They take up space in your territory, but they generate a small amount of income for you. So one option is hold your ground and just build a bunch of those, or keep pushing the enemy back, and then using your energy collectors, you can get more of the land and thus more energy. So I love the economy and the defense aspect to it. Totally recommend Creeper World 3, and I can't wait for more Creeper World 4 as it develops. So.
Yep.
All right, well, that was my number 4. or number one rather. What was your number one?
My number one was on your list. It was Orcs Must Die 2.
You sure it wasn't the first one? I asked you earlier, and you said Orcs Must Die 1.
I've never played anything else but 2.
Okay, all right. Must have misunderstood. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So did you get like film that's like only the first
No,
one?
no, I don't have any film of the first one, so that works out for me because I'm showing clips of the second one again.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
what do you like then about Orcs Must Die 2? Since you
I
couldn't
like
talk
how-
about it earlier.
I like how fluid it is. I love the girl. The girl is amazing. Her skimpy outfit, I think it's hilarious. She has like a mini skirt that you can end up buying, and it's just like flap, flap, flap every time you run. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It's not like in bad taste or anything, is it?
No, not really. I mean,
Not really. That's a little. You can't see anything, can you?
No, not at all. It's a little bit lingerie-ish. You know, there's a garter belt. It's a bit, a bit spicy, but it's hilarious. She has a Bride of Frankenstein hair, and she's so adorable.
I have a clip of her real quik here.
Is there a gentleman in your life?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yes. So I like the goblins. I like that you can just like bombard them. The game is comical. It's a very comical game. The dialogue is a bit cringy sometimes.
Yeah, the guy repeats himself on a regular basis.
Yeah. It's
1, 2, 3. They just keep coming. Yeah, he just keeps. He's so annoying sometimes.
He is. He really is.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. I like the game. I like the weapons that you can shoot. There's a few different types. There's the earning of the skulls is such a pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very, very grindy in that sense. But the game itself is really fun. The traps are awesome to see. The combos are really awesome to see. I will say this, once you know a certain strategy, it is very easy to defeat a map, kind of, on at least the normal maps.
Well, every map is different, so it's a matter of figuring out. Once you get a strategy down for one map, again though, there are multiple difficulty levels, so you can up the difficulty level, make it harder.
Yes, there's definitely some traps and some weapons that are more OP than others.
Agreed.
More overpowered, but it's a fun game. I don't know. I love it. It's one of my favorite games to grind.
No, I like I said earlier, I like the whole skull system where as you're playing the game, you're earning skulls, and you can also earn skulls. You don't have to 5 skull a map to earn skulls. It's sometimes enemies will drop skulls as you're killing them, and you just get free skulls. So even if you do terrible in a map for the current run that you're on, you can still earn 1 or 2 skulls to put toward that total, and then you can, unlock more. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not like you have to.
Little though, spending 10, 20 minutes just to earn 1 or 2.
I know it's pretty grindy. It is grindy.
But the things you can purchase are really, really cool if you manage to get there.
Okay.
So that was my number one.
Number one. Well, top 5, ladies and gentlemen. I think that was a very good top 5.
Connect 5.
I don't have that.
Go for it red, go for it black, go for it.
Get off my back.
Connect 4, that's 3 in a row. Go
Oh
for
my
one
gosh! Keeps going!
Too late, Joe.
Connect 4.
Go for the fun of Connect 4. 4 in a row wins.
Go for the bottom.
What?
Go for the top. Watch for the block.
Forget it, you're stuck.
God!
I win!
Go for that star. Go for it.
I win.
Connect 4. Go for it.
Yeah!
Is this
I
copyright?
don't know. We'll find out. I win. That is the staple of those old-timey commercials. Every board game that was on a commercial, it was some kid going, "I win!" It's you had a crossfire. I win. Connect 4. I win. Or guess who? I win. It was trouble. I win. I need to isolate that.
Sorry.
I win and no, it's
No, sorry was sorry.
sorry. It's Canadian sorry. It's
Let's see.
I win!
I'm sorry. Oh.
Uh,
I was about to say that Connect 5 thing, you could have like stopped the clip as soon as we said Connect, and then stop it, and then just say 5. But yeah,
555.
that's what you get.
or that too.
Alf.
Oh my gosh.
Top 5. Yay. So should we get into honorable mentions?
Yes.
Okay, there's a ton of these. I'm not going to go into all of them. Defense Grid 2. I like that. Tower Wars. Tower Wars, for those of you that don't know, you've got a base, they've got a base, you're putting towers down, they've got a tower, you're putting towers down, you're sending troops over to the enemy base, and they're doing the same to you. So it's a tower offense/defense game. Gemcraft, as she already mentioned. Dungeon Warfare was a good one. Mindustry was a fun one. I like the ore collecting and stuff in that. Kingdom New Lands was a 2-dimensional tower defense game. Very pretty to look at. Difficult, but pretty. The Rift Breaker is under development. It's like a top-down action RPG. They are Billion-style game. And Sanctum. What were yours?
Mine was all of the balloons tower defense.
All of the balloons.
All of them.
All of them.
Even the Flash game ones. Plants vs. Zombies.
Plants vs. Zombies, okay.
It was my first ever tower defense game, and I loved it. And
Really?
it was cool. Yeah.
Plants vs. Zombies. Interesting.
Mhm.
Did you
And-
like the theme? The plants, like you were the plants and
I didn't mind it. I thought it was silly. I thought it was comical. I just loved purchasing the different types of plants and then placing them, in the front or in the back. I don't know. It was just really cool. It was my first ever tower defense.
Oh,
and
okay.
I loved it.
You were hooked at that point, huh?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yet another zombie defense game in HD.
That one's just
I liked it. I
okay.
don't know.
All right.
It's funny. It's silly. It's terrible graphics, but I kind of liked it.
Okay. All right.
Just for casual. nothing too serious gameplay. Same thing with Band of Defenders.
Dungeon Defenders, you said?
Band of Defenders.
Band of Defenders. What was that? What was that one?
The loot box one that has.
Oh, that was the first-person shooter, wasn't it? Or was it third
but
person?
It was a tower defense. I think it was first.
Right. It was like Orcs Must Die, kind of, sort of, but it was more wastelandy, post-apocalyptic. Was it robots that was attacking or something? I don't remember.
I thought it was zombies.
It might have been. I don't remember.
Yeah. But there was a loot box system that I really enjoyed. The game is very bad. Like it's just a very bad sound effects game. Graphics were always glitchy and buggy and crappy. But I like the loot system. The loot that you can there's a loot box. Every time you finish a game, there's a loot box. Anyways, and then there's Hero Defense, Creeper World, of course.
Uh-huh.
Cal versus Vikings. I actually kind of didn't mind that.
That's baloney.
Hyper Knights is not really a tower defense, but it kind of is.
Kinda. It's more empire building
Yeah,
than tower
you have
defense.
Yeah, but you have to defend your castles, don't you?
Yeah.
I know.
Alright, it's fine. It's honorable mention, so fine.
Factorio, a little bit on there.
Yeah, there's a little bit of tower defense in that. You're putting down turrets to defend your base.
Yeah. Bad North, Jotun Edition, I thought was really, really good.
Mm-hmm. That's less towers and more troops, though.
Oh, really?
Which is fine. I mean, yeah, in Bad North, there's no towers. It's you have a group of a small band of people, and you've got like 3 groups, and you're constantly moving them around to block the Vikings from invading or whatever they are.
Tribes of Midgard. It didn't have any towers in that one, did it?
No, well, no. You can build gates, I think, and you had to block. It was a town defense game, yeah. No
Okay.
towers, but yeah, that's fine. You're still going out collecting resources in that one by hand. You come back at night and try and stop the attack. Yeah, so that's still tower defense, kind of.
Yeah.
It's like
Home Wars.
okay, Home Wars,
Kind of.
the bug one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I never played it, but I loved watching you play it. I thought it was funny. Farm for Your Life is a good one. I liked that one.
That was so silly, that Farm for Your Life. It was a farming zombie game. Farming. It was farming. There was zombie defense, base building, trading. It was really bad graphically, and I don't know.
Graphically, it was okay. I like the graphics.
I like the idea of it. It's just it wasn't. There's just parts of it that were like meh.
Yeah, Rainmaker was one of my other first tower defense games, and I loved that one. It was
Rainmaker was like a match 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a match 3 defense.
Right.
Like if they got too close, you would match 3 jewels and
whatever row they were on. That's you would shoot a ball of electricity or something at the enemies in that lane. So you had to try and match 3 in the lane where the enemies were that were coming at you. Yeah.
Yep. And Locke's Quest. I loved Locke's Quest. That was really fun.
I played that on the DS. The Nintendo DS. Mindustry. Okay.
That was it.
Cool. All right. Fair enough. Should we get into new releases? There's a lot. I mean, like I said, there's a ton of games in the tower defense genre. So
yeah. Are these new releases tower defense games?
They are not. Unfortunately, no new ones released. Wasteland 3 recently released. That's like some sort of RPG with harsh environments. I dabbled in 2, but I never really played it at length. $60. Won't get it unless I get a free copy. Ancestors, The Humankind Odyssey, open world survival with apes. There's evolution involved, stuff like that. $40. Tell Me Why. It's similar to Life is Strange. It's by Don't Nod, the same company of Life is Strange. It's $30. And Control Ultimate Edition is $40. That's some sort of third-person action-adventure game. So those are the big new releases that I saw. If you have any, feel free to chime in. Sales, just real quick. On Steam, Ark Survival Evolved is 80% off, so you can get it for $10. Planet Zoo is 30% off, $31.49. Witcher 3 Game of the Year, 70% off, it's $15. 2 Point Hospital, 70% off, $10.49. By extension, I think a lot of the DLC are like 50% off, something like that. It's from $10 to $5.
Cool.
Planet Coaster, 75% off, is $11.24. Elite Dangerous, 75% off, $7.50. Warhammer Vermintide 2, 75% off, $7.50. Green Man Gaming, I have a link to Green Man Gaming in all of my YouTube videos, so below, click on that. If you end up buying anything, I'll get a small cut from that. Outer Worlds, 57% off, it's $25. XCOM 2 War of the Chosen, 72% off, $11.20. Transport Fever 2, 20% off, $31.99. BioShock Collection, 79% off, $12.75. Civilization 6 Platinum, 66% off, $40, 53 cents. Destiny 2 Upgrade Edition, 43% off, $28.47. Humble Bundle, same deal. I've got a link. Click on that before you buy anything. Grim Dawn, 83% off. It's $4.24. Pretty big action RPG, so totally worth it. Ark Survival Evolved here is 82% off at $8.87. So you can get it slightly cheaper on Humble than you can on Steam if you care. 7 Days to Die, 71% off, $7.22. Totally worth it. We've played so much of it. Slime Rancher, 70% off, $5.94. For the King, 66% off, $6.79. And then RPG Maker MV, whatever that is, 83% off, $13.59. So very expensive, but it's cut pretty good. So those were the game deals slash sales. So awesome stuff. I guess we'll move into our community segment. And we have our typical Spanish sentence of the week. And to bring us into that, well, I have a sound effect. I like what you're doing there. I can't do that, but I like it.
I need like the maracas.
I'm forgiven.
Well, I added a new backdrop to this for this week. You can't see it, but I've added a new backdrop. So whenever this video releases, you'll be able to see it.
Okay.
So, the Spanish sentence of the week that you've given me to translate. Mi novia es la mejor novia del mundo. Y es increíble en todo. Which with todo? Lo que hace excepto en los juegos de mesa donde la destruyó.
Very good.
So, mi novia. Novia is Spanish for Nova. There's a show called Nova Science Fiction now. So, you're talking about the science fiction show Nova. My Nova science fiction show. Es la Mejor is a major show. Major Nova. My Nova is a major Nova. Del Mundo. You're talking about the Mandalorian. Mondo. Mundo in Spanish is Mondo in English. Mondo is the primary character in the Mandalorian at Disney shows. So you're thinking Nova Science Fiction now, Mondo and they're all space related, so that makes sense to me. Es and is incredible, en todo, again, Toto from The Wizard of Oz. Lo que hace, what have, except in los, in the juegos, play, de mesa, house, donde, casa is house, mesa is the plain, so it's the plain, the mesa, right? That's the desert plain, the mesa, isn't that right? Sure. De plain, desert plain, donde, I don't know what donde is. It's ignore that. It's just flavor text. La destruyo, the destruction. So my Nova is the major Nova of Mondo. He is incredible, and Toto with Toto. The dog. So Mondo from Star Wars is incredible with Toto. Lo que what have, except in play, when you're playing in the desert plain, which gets destroyed. So I think that that is our Spanish sentence of the week. That is a accurate translation, I think.
Okay.
There's no way you can disprove this.
Very good. Very good.
Yes.
All right.
That what you're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Very good.
So
Very
you
good.
tell me what you
tell
tell me what the supposed translation is.
Listen, you almost got it. It was very good.
Okay.
In Spanish, it says, mi novia es la mejor novia del mundo y es increíble en todo lo que hace, excepto en los juegos de mesa donde la destruyo. Which means my girlfriend is the best girlfriend in the world and she's amazing at everything she does except board games where I destroy her.
I can't see if that's a trap. If I play a sound effect, if I play an incorrect sound effect, okay, like if I go incorrect, she'll go, what do you mean I'm not the best girlfriend? Or if I say correct, that means, oh, so you do destroy me at board games. So like there's nothing I could play here that would benefit me at all. So I'm just that's my comment. Okay. So all right.
That's good. You were very close.
Yeah,
very close.
I agree. Love it. Okay. Spanish sentence of the week. Beautiful.
Very good.
Okay, so moving on to our animal talk segment. These are the last 4 pictures that I have from the community. If you want to see more of this, contribute your pictures to DGA podcast at yahoo.com. Even if you're someone that's already contributed, feel free to contribute more. I'll be happy to show off different pictures of pets I've already featured. So let's go and jump into that. All right, so this is Dawn's Dale. Dawn is my stepsister, and Dale is the name of the dog featured here. This is a pit bull mixed with moose, as she likes to put it. From my understanding, this dog is full of personality. being my stepsister, I don't talk to her that often, but, I do talk to, my mom and her dad on a regular basis. And based on the stories that I've heard, this dog is pretty unique. So mixed with moose. That's awesome.
Aw, this is so adorable.
I don't see white pit bulls very often, though.
Really?
Like white-colored pit bulls.
I had a friend who had a huge pit bull. White, always had his ears back. It's like they could never perk up. But he was like just a ball of energy. And he looks just like this little tiny little dog. He's so cute. I wonder if he's tiny. He looks tiny.
From my understanding, he's a moose. He's huge. He's
Oh, okay.
He might be pit bulls can be small, but they also are built like a truck.
Yeah.
So if they go sit on you, they'll knock you over, they'll crush you, My pocket pit bull, Lucy, before she passed, would sit on me and lay on me, and she was heavy and she was strong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
So that was Dale.
This is Dale. Okay. Oh my gosh, so adorable. Dale looks so cute. Look at that tongue.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, so let's see. Moving on. Can you see that?
Yes.
That is Dawn's other dog, which I didn't know
Oh
about
my
until
God.
she said something. This is Sparky, an Aussie Beagle mix.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know too much about this dog, but from my understanding, this is the quote-unquote happiest dog in the world.
Oh, he's so cute. An Aussie Beagle mix. Oh my gosh, look at those ears. They're just so floppy.
Beagles are very vocal. So I've never had an Aussie, though. I don't know what their mannerisms are. But
yeah. I have to wonder. I hope he gets along with the pit bull.
I'm sure they do.
Oh, yeah.
From my understanding, I mean, they both, I haven't heard any horror stories, so I'm
Yeah,
assuming they
good.
get along. Yeah.
I love the color. He looks like he has a Rottweiler color.
Yeah,
Wow.
with the black
That's
and the orange there, and the white paws. Yeah.
Yeah. So adorable. Oh my gosh. Awesome dogs.
Awesome. I love them. All right, moving on to Dana. Dana has 3 dogs. She works as a veterinarian, either that or an assistant, something like that. Nikki is a husky mix on the left. I love the eyes of a husky. Like they've got that very pronounced colored eye. I love huskies. Siberian huskies are my favorite. Sorry, Sarah. German shepherds are great. I just love huskies. Very active dogs, though. Freya is the pit bull in the middle. And Inuyasha is a Mastiff Lab on the right.
Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, those Mastiffs are huge.
They are huge.
Wow.
Inuyasha is I don't know if that was intentional on her part, but I don't know too. My ex used to watch Inuyasha, Vinny's mom. And her catchphrase is "sit, boy, sit," because she's constantly telling this other guy to sit down. I don't know why. I don't watch the show, but the fact that she's telling this other guy to sit and he has to do it, I can see why this guy might be named Inuyasha, because he must know the sit command very well. So yeah, those are awesome dogs.
Yeah, look how precious they are. They're so big. They look like they're huge.
Well, the husky would be big, probably. It's a mix. I don't know how big it would be, but yeah. I know that the Mastiff is probably huge, especially the Lab, the Mastiff Lab combo there. The Pit Bull's probably the smallest of the 3, I would imagine.
Which is surprising. That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's weird. So
I love that. I love their coats and their patterns, and oh my gosh, they're so adorable. I love them.
Last one. This is my cousin Kathy. Gizmo is the one on the right. She's had Gizmo for quite a while. Corgi Beagle mix. He's the older of the 2. She just got Sam, Basset Beagle. He's young, he's energetic, and both of them are full of personality, from my understanding. I've never met them. She lives out west from where we are.
Yeah.
But one day I'd like to meet them. They seem like awesome dogs.
They're adorable. Oh my gosh. They're so cute. I wonder if they're as passive as what they look like in the picture.
Well, Gizmo, from my understanding, he's older, so I can imagine he is. But Sam, from my understanding, gets into things, typical younger dog. Anxiety, anxiety, separation, that kind of thing.
Oh.
So yeah, I would imagine that Sam here is definitely the more active of the two based on his age, and a Basset Beagle. Beagles are, again, very vocal dogs.
Yeah, they're so cute. Look at their color scheme. That is so cute.
Mm-hmm. I love the name
Like
Gizmo
stripe.
for a dog. Remember Gizmo from the show or the movie Gizmo?
No, I've never seen it.
Where if you get the gremlin wet, it'll reproduce. Or bright lights, it doesn't like bright lights.
Isn't that...
It's a horror comedy movie. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Gizmo.
I think it sounds familiar, but I've never seen it.
I understand. I was a kid when I saw Gizmo. I haven't seen it as an adult.
Oh, okay, Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, Gremlins.
Okay, yeah, I've never seen it.
Okay, so that was our animal segment. Like I said, we're out of pictures, so feel free to send me some pictures, dgapodcast@yahoo.com. If you don't and I can't find any other pictures to feature, I will try something else next week. Maybe a chess puzzle? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Patreon, real quick. I don't have the full list of Patreon supporters yet. It's August 31st, as of the date and time of this recording. Patreon usually pays out on the 1st or 2nd. So next week I'll feature those who contributed and how much and your names and all that jazz. Likewise, I'll send out keys to the top 3, top 4 supporters as usual. And game nights. I think we're going to do a golf with your friends night. You do have to pay for the game. Humble Bundle, I think, has it on sale for like 20-30% off. So again, use my link first before you buy it, and I'll get a small cutback from that. So golf with your friends. I don't play it very often, maybe once or twice. But from my understanding, it's a pretty fun game. Especially multiplayer. So we're going to do a Golf with Your Night Friends, 7 p.m. EST on 9/4. So this upcoming Friday. So yeah, that would be awesome if you could join us. All right. Well, I guess that is our podcast, episode 5. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince and Ida Lee. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. Take care.
Bye, guys. Hope to see you soon.